Good afternoon, sir.
Very good afternoon. Like completing the eyes. Create the eye, and now fill detailing. Slightly back. Multi-cut. Add a cut here to make it look like this. Oh, I should have duplicated this model. Control D and push it slightly outside this point, slightly outside. This lens, hide.
Good afternoon, sir.
Very good afternoon. So I ball, lens, both. Can select, and for this lens, anyways, I have to pay separate material. New material. Lens and color can be anything. So it's going to be transparent, full transparent, reflection of this to make it. Duplicate, modify, freeze, reset. Freeze, reset, Control A, -1. Combine them, hide it, S1. A separate material for eye. Freeze, reset. -1. So eye is also ready. So traditionally for every character we have eyelashes. So for this character also you have to create eyelashes. So what I'll do, the eyelash is very simple, it's just a plane basically. So I can just simply extract this one. Duplicate face. Just pull it. Vertex. B and snap it here. And B.
Good afternoon, sir.
Very good afternoon. Snap it here.
Sir,
Yes.
सर एक हेल्प चाहिए थी आपसे।
बताओ।
सर एक्चुअली हमारे यहाँ पे फ्लड आया था, तो पावर नहीं था यहाँ पे, और अभी संडे को रिसेंटली पावर आया है।
ओके।
और सर डैड का लेटर आ गया है, एक्चुअली ट्रांसफर हो गया है तो भोपाल की तरफ।
ओके।
तो हम लोग आज आज से हमारा पैकिंग स्टार्ट हो रहा है, और 4 तारीख को यहाँ से सारा सामान शिफ्ट हो जाएगा।
ओके।
सर तो ऑलमोस्ट 3 डेज लग जाएगा भोपाल जाने के लिए, फ्रॉम कोल्हापुर टू भोपाल।
ओके।
सर तो कुछ एक्सटेंशन एक्सटेंशन मिल सकता है मुझे?
वही मैंने बोला था ना कि एक बार स्टूडेंट कोऑर्डिनेटर को मेल कर दो, बिकॉज की
सर
एक्सटेंशन।
मैंने
हम्म।
सर मैंने आपको और स्टूडेंट कोऑर्डिनेटर को मेल किया था 21st को,
ओके।
इसके बारे में, फ्लड के बारे में।
हाँ, वो तो आई आई नो, लेकिन मेरे को मेल किया था, मेरे को अच्छे से याद है। तो वही एक बार, ठीक है, मैं एक बार पूछ लूंगा और बात करके देख लूंगा मैं।
जी सर।
हाँ, so I just created plane and I just increase the number of loops, the equal number of loops, and I snapped it so that even if I moves, it will move along with the I, so without any problem. That's the whole idea. Push it inside and make it slightly wide.
Sir, how are we going to make the hair? मतलब आपके कैरेक्टर में तो सर है नहीं है।
तो उसको इधर वो अल्फा कार्ड से बनाएंगे, अल्फा
Sir,
कार्ड
is
से।
it too time taking?
ये अल्फा कार्ड इट्स टाइम टेकिंग एंड लाइक उसका प्रोसेस वैसा ही है। सो I'll show you a process like how to do it. There's an easy process there in ZBrush. We can use ZBrush and create those alpha cards quite quickly. तो मैं वो प्रोसेस I'll explain that, तो उससे easy हो जाएगा थोड़ा।
Okay, sir. Sir, for eyelashes, we'll just keep one plane here.
हम्म।
For the eyelashes, there'll be only one plane here.
No, there will be two planes
Okay.
to just to make it thick.
Okay.
अरे why it's moving in this direction?
और सर हैंड आप रीटो को बताने वाले थे।
हाँ हाँ, बिल्कुल बिल्कुल। Edge flow। So usually eyelashes, either it's part of hair or we create a separate texture for this. I already have a texture like from older file. I'll show you. It just this, nothing fancy. The simple lines, eyelashes, that's it. So I'm going to use one of them. So I'll select this, apply new material. Eyelash. And this is just alpha, so copy the
Sir,
path.
how do we change materials here?
I just applied a material. Like
Sir,
then
how did you get the dialog box?
right click, new material, and assign it. And then any material you can assign and name it.
Okay.
Copy path, transparency. That black and white map I'm going to apply here only in transparency. And color would be black. Let's press 6. If I press 6, I can see the texture. So I can see it's practically full transparent. Reason the UV, it doesn't exist. UV, yeah. Texture. Let's see the texture here. Image range and why it's so blur. Of selection.
So we can do this in Substance directly also.
Substance but you need to create either if you want to create this texture. This is like I already have this. I'm just placing according to the UV like texture. I'm just modifying the UV so that I don't have to do it in Substance. Stick everything, unfold, and legacy, pin UV border, apply. So border will be same, and rest everything it will relax. You can see eyelashes are visible now. Now, Control D. You have two of this. Delete one layer. Reduce it. V snap it here. Down I can see like it have less number of polygons. And just like you can see, it's too big. Lower eyelashes are usually little shorter. Just low, clean it.
Sir,
Yes.
will we be showcasing our low poly as well?
Yes, of course. That's the whole idea.
Okay.
Gaming means low poly.
Okay, sir. And sir, if we want to add some other elements to the theme after we're done with texturing and everything, we can do that.
Yes, of course, we can do that. Not image range. Why it's so blurred? Let's fix the UV. Combine it, Control D. Hide. To unwrap this. Supply planner from front. Cut. Unfold. Delete one. Take this in. I have an eye texture. This eye texture I have downloaded. If you search for a Google about eye texture, you'll find this texture. It's like I just simply downloaded it. Then I can modify the color and all. Eye texture. See, I most probably have downloaded this one. So you can download this thing directly and use it also. I have to align it properly.
So we'll be texturing in Maya itself.
No, Substance. Like few things are already there, so you just have to place them properly. Now you can see size is fine. Now the back side. Shall reduce it and keep it somewhere, because backside, no matter what, it's not visible, so keep it here in one corner. Now this center part is like this, rest everything I have to fix. So what I'll do is, let's resize this thing, fit into this box. Now center, increase the soft selection.
So how are you increasing?
Press B for shortcut for soft selection. Max also same option, B, and then middle mouse button, drag up and down to increase or decrease.
Okay.
And then increase this thing. So it will fit into this thing perfectly. And after that, if you want to like fix something, you can definitely unfold it like this.
So where did you say that we had to get the eye texture?
Google. Select both of them, combine them. You can see eyes, eyelashes, lens. Those basic things are ready. Save your file. So basic these things are ready. So, and most of the things I have unwrapped also, but still like there are like few more things, elements are remaining pending. So most of the things I have unwrapped and plus retopo this thing, optimize these shoes, optimize retopo, these things I have retopo, and this entire thing you can see it's all one single part. Okay. Now suppose I want to retopo. So I have this base model, make it live, quadro. First, you have to
So
make the
we can't
fingers.
edit the existing mesh.
You can't. You of course you can edit the existing mesh also. So let's see. Topology wise, this existing mesh is almost fine. There are like few things, like especially okay. If we can, this one is like the almost correct only. So what I can do here is those knuckles have to check. Extrude and resize. Just have to make this box. It will hold the shape. So no matter what you do, your finger bend or whatever happens, that shape, the knuckle part will be visible always. So similarly, this thing. Right?
And sir, if we have made the knuckles in ZBrush, then can we make it directly?
So yes, then you have to retopo the model. No? Retopo the model. So the topology should be like this. Doesn't matter what kind of shape you have. Otherwise, it won't hold the shape. That's the whole idea. So if you have this kind of thing like this, it will hold the shape. So when you bend fingers and all, that angle will be there. Otherwise it won't be there. like this. You have to block them and make them pointy. Similarly, for elbow also. So no matter what you do, this will hold the shape. If you bend your arm or anything, it will always hold. So like in this like older version, symmetry doesn't work properly, you know. So if you do using 2020, you can do it very easily. One side, next other side also, it will fix automatically. And if you want to make it even more detailed, you can add one more here. Slightly volume. This will retain the shape. With this, what will happen, like whenever you bend animation, this will help in animation. And like for rigging animation, skinning, or bending or hand movement or any expression, this will work. For a thumb also, you can do the same thing. So what happens from distance also, if you zoom out, you can see that slightly bulge, you can see clearly. So that thing is clearly visible. And because if you check your elbow, it's if you bend your hand, you can see your elbow is pointy. It's not flat or round. So if you have this shape, if when you bend your arm, it will create that pointy shape. And like almost most of the things are ready and kind of unwrapped, like not packed properly, but I have unwrapped most of the things. You can see I've unwrapped. It's roughly packed. And this also, this is like this for this I'm keeping it separate because it's have a lot of detail and the surface area also huge. So I unwrapped it and I broke this part into multiple parts, like sides, and this is like front with the front and back, like front side, back side, front side, back side. I've separated. You see shell, only back side, then this back side separately. Then it was creating some issue. So what I did here is, you can see this cap I have separated, this ring I have separated, this base I have separated, and from top and bottom I have created this cut. And you can see I have optimized this also. Previously it was quite dense. I have reduced quite a bit.
Retopo it manually.
Yes, I retopod the model. Like basically what I did is I used ZRemesher first initially, ZRemesher, and then after that I brought it here, and like few of the areas were almost clean. So I kept that, and rest of the part I retopo. It's like basically combination of both the things.
Sir, how do we do that? How will we combine the mesh otherwise?
Weld the vertices. Okay, let's see. Like okay. Suppose this is my ZBrush model, ZBrush model, ZRemesher model. So what I do is I use this as my base and I duplicate the model. So I duplicate the model and let's see. Okay, I'll just save my file first. Just wait a second. So this is my model. So I'll duplicate, Control D for duplicate. So now, and from that duplicated part, suppose I want to remove, delete some area, or some I want to fix something.
Hmm.
So this thing, delete, and delete this one. So I need to retopo this area. So I delete that section from this model. So I'm using this rest of the part, and this part only I'm going to retopo. So just select this model, select the base and make it your as live surface, select the other model and click on quad draw. So now you can extend this, because I can use extend, right click, extend border, like this. I can extend very easily and retopo. Like wherever I find like, okay, there is the issue with the topology or some issue, I can fix it like this. This is like border always doesn't work. So then extend, extend, and then connect it here. This is what I did.
Okay.
Right. So like it's easy way. So because this one is a static mesh. This is not going to bend or anything. So for this, I can use this technique very easily, because even if in between these kind of loops are there, doesn't matter because there is no animation.
Yes.
I don't have to make them straight, but you can see after retopoing, it become way cleaner. That's the whole idea. So make it cleaner as much as possible and then use it. And plus you can see in this model, all those area which is not visible, I have deleted. I have deleted those faces. In high poly, it's a solid geometry. So low poly, I deleted those section, and after creating, I mirror it, made sure there is a center line. It's a perfectly mirrored version of both the side.
Okay.
Okay.
Sir, I'm a bit scared to work in Maya. Like I'm almost done with my hyperlink and I have to start retopoing, but the user interface is like completely new.
Yes, it's you can use Max. That's also fine. That's also completely fine. Let's see if I
But
have.
sir, Max, you said Max is not as user friendly.
Yes, like for this retopo, Max is not at all user friendly. I guess I have. Let me see. I'm opening Max, because Max also have this live surface, and you can like top of it you can build your model, but it's not at all user friendly. And like Maya, you can extend, you can like edges and border and relax it, but Max doesn't work like that. You have to manually do everything.
So it will not snap like
No,
on the.
it will snap. Snapping option is there. It will snap. Only problem is like here I can just extend the entire loop and create the shape, right?
Yes.
In Max that option is not there. Plus here suppose I use this as my base model, I can draw a polygon on top of this directly, just create a 4 vertex, and with shift I can create a polygon. But in Max I cannot do it.
Okay, sir.
So there's a lot of limitations are there in Max. That's why for retopo and especially for character, if you see 99% of artists and industry also, they use Maya only. They don't use Max, because Max is more optimized and like handy with architecture or hard surface models. For organic stuff, Maya is way organic and animation. Maya is far better.
Okay.
And Maya unwrapping, I guess till now you have seen, it's like way easy and fast.
Yes, sir.
So suppose I have a, let's see, a box would be a nice thing. Delete sphere. Let's see. I took this sphere. So suppose I want to create a model on top of it. Suppose this is my high poly. I want to create a low poly version of this. So for this to working in Max, you have, let me see first they have step build or not. Okay, modeling surface.
So step build तो आपने दिखाया था. You said some new plugin is there to do this.
No, that is retopologize that works. Yes, वो तो 2020 में है, 21 में है. That is something I cannot show here. So it's basically a modifier retopologize. You can just simply go and open and check it. It's a very simple, very straightforward options, like a number poly count, and you then click and recalculate. It will convert that thing into low poly. Okay. So that step build is there. Step build, I guess 2015 May. Where it is?
But sir, for that, will I need to have a all quad model?
No, you can have any kind of model, doesn't matter.
Okay.
That will convert that model into a quad model.
Okay. Okay, sir, I'll check that out also.
Okay. Yeah, found it, Polydraw. So Polydraw, this is basically for, we use it for retopo and all. So if I want to do this, I select my model. So first thing first, I need a polygon. This is the main like thing. Like without a polygon, you cannot draw. So a clone to object, separate object altogether. So now this is my model, and I'm going to use this and create the model. So I'll go to Polydraw, and here I can see draw on surface, not grid, surface, then Polydraw, click on pick and click the model. So it will select the model. Now, whatever you do, step build, it will create on top of this mesh only. So let's see, dot shift, dot shift. So if I want to move something, I can just click and move it. It won't work. Control Shift Alt everything together. Now only you can move. And if you want to add a loop, you cannot do it like this. You have to exit this mode, go to Swift Loop, and then add a loop.
Oh, so this is very difficult.
That's why this is way complicated, and like you cannot, like suppose I'm in this mode, in Maya I can just simply go to a multi-cut and add loops, but here I cannot do it. So here, if you want to do retopo, you have to do everything manually. So like each and every loop, every segment, everything you have to do manually. There is no other way. Like
Okay.
so that's why for retopo you always use Maya. We don't use Max because this will take like forever to create this. And in Maya I can do it really quickly. Click and do it. And if it's, suppose I want to relax something, move something, that for that also like it will be like super difficult.
But sir, since it's like a new software for me,
For
time
everyone it's a new software, so I'm not asking you to learn the entire software. Whatever option have shown you, just use that.
Okay, sir.
Just use that. So because like in industry, if you know both the tool, because these two are standard software, right? The Max and Maya are standard software industry wise. So if you know both the software, your like options increases basically. Number like after this, after completing this, you need to apply for job, right? So if you check, if you start checking your this thing online job application, like this thing, or like openings and all, what are the things they're asking for? So you will see most of the company will ask for Max and Maya, Max or Maya, Max and Maya, like that. So reason, these two are standard software. So basic modeling, you know. Only thing is, it's a new, just a new software. Options are slightly different, and your menu item and all these things, and navigation is slightly different. Otherwise, things are same, right? Modeling will be like if you extrude, right? Those things are exactly same. There's no difference. Only the option you need to check, like where are those options. That is something you need to know, and you should be able to switch between softwares, because like understand this, like every nowadays like Blender is like gaining popularity again. Okay, so you never know when industry going to switch to Blender. What if industry, suppose you joined a company and they switch to Blender, and they will ask you to learn it. They won't give you time, like maybe they will give you 2-3 days to just to, because you know modeling, they will give you some time just to understand the interface. That's it.
Okay.
That's how it works. Industry is very ruthless, because if you're not able to update or upgrade yourself, you will be left behind. Like honestly, this is for everyone. This is how it works for everyone and the industry, because if you are not able to do it, there are other person, like there are standby artists are there, they are waiting for that job, right? So you have to upgrade yourself, because a few years back there was no Substance. Everybody used to do texture using Photoshop only. Suddenly Substance came and took over the market, and now everybody is using Substance. So we all have upgraded ourselves to Substance. We also learned it again, right? So similarly, because during this, like suppose if I give you my example, initially when I started with Max, 3ds Max as a modeling, UV, texture, all those things. Then and tech for texturing, we used to use only and only Photoshop, nothing else. There were no other software. It's like back 2006, 2007, that time. After that, we got this Mudbox, and then you have this 3D Coat, those software. So we upgraded ourselves, we learned those things. So I still know 3D Coat. I don't know it's still in use or not, I'm not sure, because Mudbox is still there, few companies they're using it. I know the Mudbox also. I had to learn, right? Because now industry is giving us new software, every day new software launching, so I have to upgrade myself to stay in the industry. This is how it works. So learn it, then Substance came. Then the Substance came, so I am already pro in Photoshop. Then I had to switch from Photoshop to Substance. It took me a little while, but because I know the basic fundamental, my basics was clear. So I know, like, I need to add some dirt here, I need to add some grunge here, and all those things. So I know, I just had to find those options in that particular software. So
Okay.
right, so like I found it, and then I started learning it, and now I can do whatever you ask me. I'll do everything in Substance. So, and similarly now your Max Maya, previously they used to have Mental Ray as a rendering plugin. Now they have Arnold. Now they have by default Arnold. They discontinued Mental Ray. So I learned my rendering in Mental Ray. Then I learned again Arnold. So nowadays, whatever render I do it in Arnold only. So I learned it. Like, obviously I had to upgrade, right? So everybody needs to upgrade always, because it's a continuous process of learning. There is, because every project will have a different requirement. Like, some project you will be provided with a base model, some project you won't be provided with any base model. Then there will be project where you, like, suppose there is a game, already existing game, they will ask you to upgrade the game. Upgrade as in remaster. Like, you have to keep everything same, just either improve the model or improve the texture, that's it. Those kind of cases will be there. There will be some cases you have to redo the entire thing. So though that learning thing is always there, so you have to be open and learn, like open to learning, right? This is like a standard, it's a standard process. Because like right now, see, Megascan came, right? So nowadays Megascan, if you check Megascan mixture, in mixture you can do texturing like better than Substance. But Megascan mixture is still not that like handy or user friendly, because it's still in beta version. I guess 2 years back, on 1 year back they released it. So like that, 2 years back they released it. So it's still in beta version. So you have to learn Substance Quixel mixture also, because it's all scan texture, and nobody can beat scan texture. Like, no matter what you do in Substance, it will never be better. You won't be able to never create anything better than Quixel mixture, because it's photo, actual real life photos, right? So nobody can beat that. So so techniques are changing, like softwares are evolving, so we also have to evolve along with it.
Okay.
So right, so keep a track on all this thing, what is going on in the market, and and at least you should know the basic standard tools. Like right now, standard is, you need to know Max Maya, you need to know ZBrush, you need to know Substance Photoshop, and these are the software you need to know at least to get a decent job. Like again, there are like differences. Like, if you go to Ubisoft, it's in Pune, right? If you go there, they work in Max, and they started using Blender also. So suppose you join there, and they will give you some project and ask you to learn Blender, you have to do it, right? So professionally, when you work, we cannot say no. And there are few things, whatever the constraint and whatever the document says, like if we are asked to do it like that, do it in Blender, we have to do it in Blender. There is no other option. The industry is very strict. Like, whatever tool, like, and there are companies, like if you go to Technicolor, in Technicolor they have Max, Maya, they have all the softwares, but But if suppose whichever team you belong to, and at that point of time, whichever softwares are recommended by the client, they will install only and only those software in your system, and they will remove everything. So it works like that. So like suppose you are very good at Max, and but that client asked to do it in Maya, so they won't even give you Max, they will give you Maya only.
Okay, sir.
So Lena, no, so I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just telling you the truth. Like this is how it works industry. Because reason, like because every license cost a hell lot of money. Like these softwares are very expensive. They are not cheap software. So they are very expensive software. So when they use it commercially, every company have a limited amount of license, right? So right now, whichever team you need it most, they give those license to that team. So like this, because we need to understand those things also. Like we just can't sit and complain, okay, I want Max, you're not giving me Max. It doesn't work like that. Okay, so that's why we have to be versatile, and you have to need to learn all the tools, at least basic. You don't have to become a pro in Maya, be pro in Max, and know basics of Maya. That should be enough for you to land you a job. And if you focusing on sculpting, if you know only and only ZBrush, and you are very good at sculpting, you can still get a job very easily if your skills of sculpting is very good. You don't need to have a create a low poly model, UV texture it. But if it's added benefit if you know modeling, texturing, and high poly. So it's always added bonus, and you will be highly prized in the company, and they will eventually you'll get more salary, and you'll become senior and lead and all. But if you don't know all those things, growth will be very slow, and maybe there will be no growth, and all those things will be there. Like whatever I know, like it sounds really bad, and maybe I'm brutally honest, but this is how it works. Okay, so that's so always just know basic, because I'll tell you honestly, I don't know Blender. I don't know a Blender. I once in my lifetime I opened Blender, I didn't understand anything, and I closed the software. So recently Blender is gaining popularity again, and it's really powerful software. So I reinstalled Blender, and I started working in Blender now again. So I'm trying to learn Blender as well. I know modeling, texturing, and everything, but the workflow is a little different. So I have to learn it, because what if suddenly industry, and because Blender is free software, it's not paid. So if suddenly industry switch to Max Maya to Blender, what will I do? Right? So I need to upgrade myself as well. So it's an ever learning process. You have to learn everything regularly. So keep a close eye on the market, what is going on, what are the software they're using, and what software is gaining popularity, and how it's working. So at least you should know the basic. And whenever we research and learn something, that stays with us. Right? So if I research something about, suppose now I don't know Maya, and I research something about Maya, and I start working on it, those options and tools and that research will never go. I'll remember those things always, because that's how we learn. So that's why practice and rest is practice. Okay, too much gyan. So basically, so we'll retopo it like this, and you can see most of the things I have kind of unwrapped, not layouted properly. This also I have unwrapped. Body also have the body kind of I have nicely layout and nicely placed everything. And all the cloth I kept separate. And one more piece of cloth is there, that is also I'll keep it here. So for cloth, I'm keeping it separate. For all these shoes and this body armor and pattern thing, I'm keeping them separate. And main skin, I'm keeping it separate. Horn, I'm keeping separate. And eyelashes and eyes are separate. So I'm keeping this separate. So what I'll do, I'll just unwrap everything and pack nicely. So unwrap, the basic rule of thumb for unwrap is use maximum UV space as much as possible. So here, suppose I want to finalize this. So what I'll do here is I'll try to increase the size of the hand slightly, because I can see this, there are a lot of empty spaces. Plus the face, I can see I can increase it slightly, because face is a main focus point. So I can give it little extra textile density. So hands, like wherever I had have it, hands have a lot of wrinkles and all those knuckles and plus veins and all this thing, right? So hands can use little bit extra detail, hands and face, and rest of the body is almost kind of similar tone and similar detail. So if needed, I can reduce the body slightly and give them little extra space and pack the entire space as much as possible without wasting space. If I show this one, this is like complete, this UV is a complete nonsense. This is not acceptable. Because I have used automatic, this is not at all good UV. It should like fill all the areas, like all these empty spaces should be filled. Little bit wastage, like the same in like in body, that is acceptable. This is not acceptable. So the basic rule of thumb is use the most of the UV space area. So to suppose you unwrapped it nicely and please, then still you have empty space. So how to fill those space? Smaller designs. Like suppose here I have these round things and I have design here, so I'll increase the size slightly. Similarly, this rings or maybe these design, I can increase the smaller parts, slightly increase them. So smaller part will have nice detail, crisp detail, and because those are flat parts, so I can add more roughness and grunge and scratches and all those things. Similarly for this body, because there's a very limited this body, like max to max, what I can do is for this, I can increase it like this, fit it like how whatever it's possible, and then like let's try layouting. So if I lay out also, I can see still a lot of wastage of space. I need to fill this space, so I'll increase the small parts, these metallic parts, increase them slightly.
Sir, how are we attaching like UV group? How are we making that?
No, based on material. So one material means one texture and one UV. So what I did is I have based on my material, so I combined them.
Okay.
So you can do it in Max also. I based on material. So I have planned all these selected parts should use one material, one UV texture. That's my idea. So like this, so then I combine them. So there is no confusion. If I select them together, you can see everything is overlapping. So just to get rid of confusion, I can select this. I can see this is my one UV, one texture, one material. So, one UV, yes.
So, but if they're combined,
yes,
like, are they attached to each other, the elements?
These are all attached. Yes, they're attached together.
Then how will we bake them?
This is low poly. This is a baking process. That's what baking process I'll show. Like I just need to import.
You've already exported this or what?
No. This is just the low poly I'm creating. So those few elements are still pending, right? I'll import that. Then I'll finish my low poly with UV. Then only my baking. And for this kind of character, you cannot bake it everything together. So what I have to explode the model. I have to separate everything, explode the model, and then bake it. So I'll show the technique. So I'll finish all these parts today. So tomorrow I'll show you how to bake this thing, because this part, suppose this area. So this area, I will again separate this. I won't keep it like this. And now this entire thing is one piece, but in high poly, this is multiple parts. So what I'll do, I'll keep this part here only, all those parts here, and rest of the part I'll move. So I'll explode and move here and there, and then I'll bake it. I'll show the entire process.
Okay, sir.
I'll show the entire process. So like I'll bake it, and then it will work perfectly.
Sir,
yes.
Sir, is it okay if we take some extra time for this? Since it's the last module, sir, I want to do it properly, but so many new things are coming.
Yeah, new things are there. So like, try to finish it. Like, yes, you can polish it later also. What I'm saying is just finish your things. whatever is requirement for the module is, because after this also you'll get some extra time to like prepare your portfolio, right?
Yes, sir.
So you can polish this thing at that time. So you
Okay.
just for, because module is about to end, so make sure finish it, finish the basic only. Okay.
Sir, what all do we need? Like high poly, like finish, like as in textured and everything.
Yes, texture and everything. Like basic texture also will work. I'm not asking like final is really polished texture. If you just basic texture also you give me, that will also work. Then you can polish it, right? Then after this also, like you have 1 month, 2 months time, and then you can just nice sit and polish it, polish everything,
Okay, sir.
right? So you can
Basic
do that.
texturing too can be done.
That's what basic texturing can be done. So utna hi karna hai, zyada nahi, because this is just because end of the day, like once we finish this, you will get your certificate, right? So to get the certificate, I have to show them, okay, they have finished their everything is clear. So I have to give a clearance.
But sir, अगर 1-2 दिन का time अगर extra लगा तो चलेगा क्या?
Try not to. हाँ चलेगा.
Yes,
So
sir.
देखो, max to max what I can do is I can give you time like next weekend तक, maybe 14th 15th.
Okay.
हाँ, so that is something I can definitely do. So like उससे ज़्यादा होगा तो फिर क्या होगा कि thing is like honestly, like because
फिर
I am
तब
also
तक हो जाएगा
answerable.
आराम
हाँ,
से.
so because people will ask like why इतना time क्यों लग रहा है, like इतना वो क्यों हुआ है, and because और भी there are a lot of classes are lined up. So
Yes,
मेरा
sir.
एक क्लास ओवर होगा तो I have another class जो start होने वाला है. So like वो time का भी management का issue है. So anyways, Wednesday we have submission 11th, like 11th I can see, open this, 11th, and we like 14-15 तक we can stretch it आराम से, I guess.
Okay, sir.
That's
तब
like
तक तो हो जाएगा sir, properly हो जाएगा.
हाँ, this is like decent amount of time.
Sir,
10
is
दिन का
it
time.
okay like if I take a little, like a day or two more to finish my high poly properly then? Like I was leaving out some parts of it, but अगर
So like to keep this target, this is not going to move, huh? So keep
Yes, sir.
this target in your mind, and within this period of time, whatever you can do it.
Okay, sir.
Okay. And just give me a second, I'll update.
Sir, सर मेरा वो स्टिचेस के साथ अभी भी प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है सर, आप एक बार फिर से बता देंगे कल?
हाँ ठीक है, ओके. Let's see. Sonam, Divya, Uday, and Mridul was there. He vanished. Okay. Divya, Sijo is not there. Okay. Uday is there. Mridul was there. Okay then. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Same
Thank you,
time.
sir.
Welcome.